First of all, Teresa, I'd like to thank you for having me along to do this.
Oh no, we're delighted.
And sponsor this for me. It's absolutely brilliant. Folks, my name's Jim. I've been up here before, obviously, and I've done a wee course with a few people that are here tonight. And did lovely painting over 4 weeks from scratch, which was brilliant. A wee word about the system I use. What I do use is, it's oil painting. It's oil. But it's with a slight difference. I use a couple of mediums on the canvas before I actually start painting. And it makes the painting much easier. And I hope you'll see that. Can I just ask of those, what I'll try to do with this demonstration is first of all to show you how easy it can be to paint with oil. It's to take all the sort of, not the secretiveness, but all the mystery out of it. Oil painting, oh, I can't paint oil, it's too difficult. They're not. They're not difficult. Watercolour is probably more difficult, to be quite honest. This system produces good results, rapid results, and you do get progress very quickly, which I think is quite important when you're learning something new as a beginner. You know. So, without further ado, I have a canvas, 20 by 16 canvas, nothing special about it. It's just a good linen canvas, and they cost about 7 or 8 quid to buy in essence. I know, because I bought one yesterday. Okay, so what I'm going to do first of all is, as I say, I was going to use a few bits and pieces on the canvas, and I want to crack on with it, don't want to talk too much. This tin here contains stuff, it's oil paint, but it's very liquid. It's called liquid white oil paint. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a nice wee quick even coat over the whole surface of the canvas. And the idea is we actually complete the painting on the canvas while the liquid white is still wet. We don't let it dry or anything, okay? Because the canvas is already primed, so it shouldn't absorb the paint too quickly, alright? So, without any further ado, I'm just going to, I don't use a lot, I use a little drop in the front of the brush, like that, and I'm just rapidly fire some of this here. I'm going to apply this paint on here to the sky. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to try and actually replicate what the sky looks like in real life. I try to paint as close to real life as I can. When you would look out at the sky, and the blue sky on a lovely day, when you look towards the horizon, you'll see the blue. As you lift your eyes up above yourself, you'll find that the sky is getting darker. The blue is getting more intense. Now that's a fact. So next time you're out in a blue day, I mean, look at a blue day over here in this country, but when you get a blue day, have a look at the distance and have a look at the colour of the sky, the intensity of the blue. I want to say a little bit, I mean a little bit. And I'm thinking to myself, well, where am I going to put my clouds? Because I'm going to put some clouds in, you see, so. Now, a lot of this will end up being covered up actually, but it doesn't matter. We know it's there, okay. I'm happy enough for that, we'll just leave that there.
Do you use a dry brush, or you know the way you were taking that new colour there?
Yes.
Was that a dry brush?
That was a dry brush.
Yes,
that was a dry brush. I was using that one with the liquid white, and then I went straight into the blue, and then I used a different brush. I just didn't want to contaminate this one. So that was a dry brush, and just a wee drop of that paint on it. And what I'm doing is I'm using a fan brush. So described because it is shaped like a fan. Okay. And I'm putting plenty of paint on both sides. Like that. Okay, and then what we'll do is, we'll go up here, and I'm going to use the top of the brush, just the top, okay? And I'm going to do little circles to form the clouds, alright? And we'll put some mountains in this wee picture. So, I've pulled that out nice and flat with a palette knife, okay? And then, if I put that wee knife flat on there, like that, and pull it, you do get a lovely wee roll of paint right on the edge of the knife. And I'm going to use that to put in the top of the mountains, okay? So, I'm going to stand here and I'm going to go, right, where am I going to put this mountain? Well, I think, well, this is where I usually end up with paint in the back of my hand, you know what I mean? And then it goes with the shirt. Then she goes daft. Because of all these shirts in the washing machine. Alright, we're going to have a bit of snow, and also, I'm going to do this that the sun's coming from the right. Okay, so the sun's over here, just where that lamp is, in fact. Okay, and we're going to put some snow on the mountain. So what we're going to do is, we're going to use that wee roll of paint, and ever so lightly, and I mean lightly, just try and pull some paint down like that. Okay. Different shades of blue and darker blue and white and all that. So, get a little roll of paint there, and then we start over here, and we put in a wee bit of highlight, a wee bit of shadow, sorry. What you need to do in that case is you need to thin your paint a little bit, because a thin paint will go on top of a thicker paint, alright? If you try to put thin paint on thin paint, you just get a mud mix, and it all blends together. So, what I'm actually going to do first, is the bottom of the mountain here. I'm going to actually tap the bottom of the mountain to mist it up a little bit.
Let's put that in there.
Right, now, what we do now is, I don't want to pull that down, because I've sort of tried to space it more or less where it is. So if I start at the bottom, okay, and pull the thing up like that, to start with. Like everything with paint, and it's all an illusion, and in order for you to see light, anything light, you have to have dark. And to see dark, you have to have light. And people forget that when they're painting sometimes. They're putting more white paint on top of more white paint on top of more white paint, and wonder why they can't see what it is. Because there's no contrast. So, it's like the mountains, you know, it's light and dark, it's shadow and highlight. I'm going through some of this yellow here. Get a wee bit of a green going. That. Okay. And then we'll start up here. Just a wee bit lighter. I hope you enjoyed.
Yeah.
Got something out of that. It's not that difficult. It does need practice. But
Yeah.
you can do it, and you can do it. Paints forms his paints to do this. You can go down to the store and buy dealer rolling paints and all that.